Hi everybody, Father Rich Jasper from Immaculate Conception and St. Jude Church in Elkton, Maryland. We are in our third week of Advent. It is Wednesday, December 17th. This is a fun one. This is the beginning of the Gospel of Matthew. And if you know anything about Matthew's Gospel, the very first chapter is the whole genealogy that leads from Abraham all the way up to Jesus himself. Which means there are countless names here that most of us cannot even pronounce. Even I stumble over a lot of them. I am not reading this entire genealogy account because otherwise we'd be here all day. Let me just do the last part though, okay? And again, if you have some time today, it might not be a bad thing to just reflect on it or maybe look it up yourself. But let me do this last part from Matthew chapter 1. And Matthew writes, after the Babylonian exile, Jeconiah became the father of Shealtiel, Shealtiel the father of Zerubbabel, Zerubbabel the father of Abiud, Abiud became the father of Eliakim, Eliakim the father of Azor, and Azor the father of Zadok. Zadok became the father of Akim, Akim the father of Eliud, Eliud the father of Eleazar, Eleazar became the father of Matthan, Matthan the father of Jacob, Jacob the father of Joseph, the husband of Mary. Of her was born Jesus, who is called the Christ. Maybe it's enough just to say this on our reflection day today. It's really the story of God's providence working through time, promising us a Savior, and he fulfilled his promise. And we can see it through the family tree that Matthew traces from Abraham, who was promised that from his descendants the Savior would come. And look, here he is, right? And so Matthew's tracing that entire lineage from the promise that God gave to the fulfillment of the promise. The other thing I think to reflect on is this. In that family tree, if you look at all of those names, there's some really powerful messages in this family tree. Number one, there were a lot of sinners that made this family tree up. Sinners who chose the wrong path, who sometimes didn't always do the right thing, and yet God still worked out good and brought about Jesus, even in those who sometimes made mistakes, messed up, or purposely sinned. Second thing in this genealogy is that Matthew was also very good about including women in this particular lineage to show that, and again, this is revolutionary for the time, to show that, there were also many amazing women who also brought about God's will. And through them, right, came the Son of God. So I love that connection. In this family tree are saints and sinners. In this family tree are men and women all striving to know God, to do God's will, that ultimately bring about Christ himself. In our own family trees, we also have the same saints and sinners that make up our family history, but God's with us too. And I love that connection. So maybe today, pray for your family, those who have already gone back to God, those who may be in purgatory waiting to go back to God, and our families here today. Pray that we all become saints. Pray that from us, from our own families, the message of the gospel will continue to spread and to grow, that we ourselves can be Christ bearers to the world, and that our families will really be a beautiful, beautiful reflection of God's light and love in the world. From the family tree, God still brings good, and that's a beautiful message for this Advent season. God bless you.